there's no better place to win than in New York City. It really is something that's special. And, it had a definite impact in my decision to come here. There's, I can think of no better opportunity than have the opportunities that I've had.
I'll have to take your word on it because that was 2 or 3 the last time they won. Now, at least he knows what he's talking about. He's won 11 titles. He's got more, rings than fingers here, and he won them as a coach here, the Bulls and the Lakers. And he was, though on the roster the last time the Knicks actually did win a trophy back in '73. Well, today, Jackson was introduced as the team's new president, tasked with rescuing the fortunes of the league's one of the marquee teams here. Think about it. This is New York, right? And his first task could be keeping, or maybe not, Carmelo Anthony, the team's best player. All right. He talked about that, but I want to get from you guys. We have seen dysfunction at the Garden made to be an art form. They have the highest payrolls. I mean, you can even extend it to hockey to a degree, right, in terms of what's happening even for the Rangers. But somehow, some way, Dolan has managed to take a destination spot for free agents. They'll fill an arena even with awful teams and made them not only non-winnable but unlikable bunches and sometimes unwatchable bunches. Do you have any reason for optimism that he'll get out of the way and let Jackson do his thing?
Yes, to answer your question.
Why?
Because Phil Jackson is a winner. I mean, now he's had the deck stacked in his favor with Michael Jordan and Shaq and Kobe Bryant, but the guy is a winner. And so I think Mr. Dolan realizes that, I better back up. I heard him on the radio on my way in. He doesn't do much media. I think he realizes he has to back up, and Phil Jackson is a winner. So let's give him a...
he had Donnie Walsh as GM, who was a good GM, and he drove him out. And after he was thinking about bringing back Isaiah, oh my God,
We were talking in the break about bad owners. We've all been victims of bad owners on some of our teams at one point or another. The Yankees had a bad owner with Steinbrenner for a long time until he was talked to get out of the way to let his GM actually build the team.
Yankee hating bleeding.
He was not a bad owner. He was a winner. He had issues, but he was a winner.
Too involved in the day-to-day operations.
Did he win? Did he win?
Not while he was too.
Did he win?
Not while he was too.
How many championship rings does he have?
Not while he was too. All right.
How many championship rings?
When he had his hands meddling in the pot.
Also, we're not going to answer the question.
No, he got some.
How many championship rings?
He got some early on in his tenure. He got some later on in his tenure when he was the benefit of getting out of the way. He's actually the perfect example.
Take a step back and I believe let this happen because it's a sign of leadership to bring in as big a name as Jackson because it means you're willing to share the stage. There's not enough oxygen in the room for both of them.
Michael, am I a cynic to suggest that it's coincidentally,
You're a cynic?
Just a little bit, that this was arranged when there was going to be a scheduled rally and protest against the Knicks for all the ineptitude, that they do this? I'm not saying you pay $60 million to make a bad press day, but I'm saying something different, which is more than any team in the league, they have this bizarre system. They don't let anybody talk to the media. I mean, this is like the Hermit Kingdom, the way they run
I believe
this
that,
place.
look, people, I don't know that people change terribly much, but people get older and they treat these things differently and they consider them differently. Dolan's older, Jackson's older. New York is absolutely impatient with Knicks' performance, and I think they're willing to take this on. But I would say if the Knicks start winning and they do it the way they used to, I don't know if my heart can take it. Up at the half. Right?
Yeah.
Down, 12 at the end of the third, and then they don't pull it off until the last 2 minutes of the fourth. I don't even watch the games until the last 2 minutes because I just start screaming at the television. I lose my mind.
Well, it's an NBA game, so there's no reason to watch it.
But hasn't it been, though, guys, listen, they may not have won, but the Ewing, Oakley, Starks teams and the rest, they were fun to watch, and Riley had them playing defense, and they put it.
Guys,
they were such an unwatchable.
They're still fun to watch, but just not for us. It's fun for other people.
They're not. No. You could drive on. I mean,
no, I really couldn't.
Fair enough.
You also see better performance out of these guys just because they're afraid of what's going to happen with Phil Jackson as the president of the team. They may up their game a little bit, but look, I think it depends on the conversation that Jackson and Dolan had. If Jackson said, "Look, I'll do this, but only if you give me full control and get out of my kitchen and let me actually cook this thing."
Maybe it's with all these telecom and cable TV mergers that he's going to be busy doing other stuff, and he'll let the sports be the sports.
Way too much credit, but anyway.
I'm not as cynical as you.
Yeah, on this one at least. All right, when we come back here, Listen, I got stopped 7 times in the last day, and nobody's asked me about politics. They want to know what the plane is if I could tell them. Why is this story, more than any other story, captivated not only our region, this country, but the world? What is it about it? We're going to ask the panel that question after this.